Hi thinkers, welcome to the Android development course on thinkxacademy.com. In this tutorial, we are going to understand various layouts. We are going to understand relative layout. Now what I want is, I want to achieve something different here. What I want is, I want to display this image here. Let me just zoom in. I want to display the image here, but I want that all of this text should come on the side of this image, right? What I want to do is I want to make sure that these all three text views are coming to the side of these and in a order like this only in the vertical fashion, right? So that's why you have already seen this type of layout in a lot of e-commerce applications. They show the image and they show the name, the price and the seller on the side, right? And a bunch of other things as well. For that, we cannot use a linear layout because linear layout is restrictive in nature. It can have only two orientation, which is vertical and horizontal. So now we're going to study a very important layout which you are going to use most of the times in Android development, which is the relative layout. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just remove this orientation. Instead of linear layout, I'm going to write here that it is a relative layout, right? So if I type RELA, it will show me that this is a relative layout. So as soon as you will make sure that it is a relative layout, now you can see that everything here is messed up. So we will have to actually make sure to align the items here. So first of all, what I'm going to show here is I'm going to show how you can set the margins here, right? So this image we can set margin of top and start and end. Again, we will use our common sense. I will just type margin and it will show me a bunch of suggestion here. So if you want a margin from all the sides, you can use layout margin and you can specify a margin of 10 dp, 20 dp, something like that. If you want a margin from the top, you can use this. For bottom and end means that you want a margin from the end, which is the left part, sorry, the right part, right? We have all these. So let's give a margin top of 10 dp to this image, or let's make this 20, right? You can play around with different values to see how much impact it creates here. Now what I'm going to do here is I want some margin from the start also. So I'm just going to type margin and here we have a suggestion margin start. I want a margin of 20 dp from the start here, right? So now we have this image view. Now what I want is this text view should come to this part, right? It should move to the right side of this image, right? So the first thing you need to do in relative layout is to specify the ID. It is mandatory here, right? So I'm going to specify Android ID @ plus ID, and here I'm going to write here, I'm going to create an ID. Let's say this is the product image, right? I'm going to just copy this and I'll have to assign the ID to all these elements, right? This is going to be the product name, which is our iPhone 12. Here we have the product image. Instead of name, we have the price, and here we have the product seller. Since now we have included all the IDs, we have created IDs. Now we can use this ID to specify how we want to align the items relative to some other item, right? That's the main reason why we call it as a relative layout. So if I want this text view, which is the product name, to be relatively right to this image view, I can do that easily. So how I can do that is I will just have to type to end off, right? If I will write to, you can see it will show me a lot of suggestions: layout to end off, layout to left off, right off, and start off, right? So if I will press to end off, now what I want to do is I want that this text view should come to the end of this image view. So for that I will just specify the ID of the image. So @ plus ID slash, then I will write product image, right? So now you can see that this text view has moved to the end part of this image, right? Although it is upwards, we can set the margins also. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to copy these margins and I will also assign the margins to this text view, right? So now you can see clearly that it is actually leaving some margin. It is all, if I will zoom in, you can clearly see here that it shows 20 here. It is light, but you can see here it shows that there is a 20 dp margin from the start. So this is the start. So this is how we can relatively align elements inside a relative layout, and it is really very helpful. You can even use relative layout as a linear layout. What you need to do is just specify to end of or to start off and all these parameters, right? So now let's see how we can also do the same thing here. Now what I want is, you just need to think about it. This is the text view, right? I want this text view to go to the end of product image, right? So it will now come here, and this will also have the same margins, right? So I will specify the margins here, and I will copy these 3 lines to the last text view also, right? So now you can see that all the text views are here, leaving a 20 dp margin. Now what I want is, I want that all these text views should come one after the another, right? So there are 2 ways to do this. What I can do is, I can actually create a linear layout here, and I will specify the width as wrap content, height as wrap content, and orientation as vertical. And then I will just copy this closing tag, right? I will cut it from here and I will paste it here, right? So now you can see they are actually aligned like this. Here you can see that, right? Now it is actually showing up here. So what I need to do here is, on the top we have the linear layout. Sorry, here is the closing tag of the linear layout. So the first thing is you can do something like this, and in linear layout what you can do is, you can specify that this linear layout should come to the end of this image, right? So now you can see clearly how this is shown. So this whole linear layout is coming at the end of this image. So that's what we have achieved. The second way of doing that without using this linear layout, right? So I'm just going to press Ctrl Z and I will remove this linear layout from here. We are going to completely use relative layout only, right? So now what I want to do is, I want to show this this text view, which is the product price, and it should come below this text view, right? Common sense. This text view, I want that the price should come below this text view, which is actually the product image, right? So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to see whether there are options for below something like that. So I will just write BEL, and you can see there is an option layout below. I will double click here, and now it is showing me some IDs here. So if I will use this ID, product image, sorry, we want the product name here. So now you can see it is actually showing that the product price is actually below here, and we have set the top margin as 20. We are going to decrease it. Let's say it is 5 only. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this text view. Now what I'm going to change here is that I want that this text view should be below this one, right? And the ID of this text view is product price. So I will just copy this. I'll place it here. Instead of product name, I will write here product price. So it will come below the price, right? And again, I'm going to change the margin top, because now the margin top is going to be the margin from the top view, which is this text view, right? So now you can see we have used a linear layout, and we have used a relative layout, and you can see how we can actually use a linear layout by just using this layout below, and that actually makes use of only the relative layout. We can also use some more features here, right? For example, if you want to change the color of this text view, just write text, and you can see here we have the text color option, and here you can just write hashtag 6 times F, and it will change the color to this one. You can select here any color you want to, so a very handy feature, right? And for the product price also you can do something like that. That's how you can change the color If you want to make the text view bold, right, if you want to make it bold, you can use text, and here if you go below, you have the text style option, and here you have bold and italic. So if I will write bold, it will make the text bolder, right? So you can see that it is bolder here. You can also make it italic. So if you want both, that it should be bold and italic, you can use an or, a simple symbol like this, and you can specify it like this. So now this will be bold as well as italic, right? So this is how you can actually perform a lot of customizations and all the styling. So this is how you can actually design something. We are going to use this whole knowledge in further tutorials when we will be displaying all these items. We will store their details and the image URL inside of Firebase cloud storage, which is the Firestore, and we will fetch the details from that and we will display them here, right? So it was necessary for me to tell you the basics so that you will be able to practice around this. So what you can do is you can actually use these tags and you can play around with this by setting some margins and some other stuff, and that way you will be able to grab more concepts, right? So that's all for this tutorial. Thanks for watching.